channel. We're going to do our first video going into Farm Simulator 2022. I've played this game a little bit. It's a game I'm really excited to get into and share on the channel. We're going to go ahead and start a whole new farm on easy mode though. So we can do like a little tutorial, I guess, for those who haven't played the game yet. Plus it's a little easier to get going. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to play on... We're going to go ahead and do Elm Creek. Starting out, we get to pick our avatar. That's good right there. Start your guided tour. How the basics of the game. Yes, we're going to do the tour. So here's a guided tour. Like I said, I've touched on this, so it's going to want us to come over here. In this mode, it starts you out with a farm and some equipment and less cash, 100,000 in cash. So they're going to want us to start here. So to attach the header, because the header is detached, you got to push Q. Alright. G will switch the tool selections, X to unfold, and B to turn on and off, okay? So we're going to unfold it. Turn it on. Now you're all set. Harvest, drive forward, and do the wheat. You can either adjust your vehicle speed manually or use cruise control. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and drive in. Now if we push C, you get to the view from inside it. And you push C again and bring you back to the outside. Use your mouse wheel to zoom out and zoom in. So now we're here. So now it's saying that, however, you have a lot to do, so it's telling us to hire a helper. So let's see, we push H to hire a helper, so they're going to take that. So now we E to exit, and I believe we tab to go into it, tab to the next. So let's jump out of this. We're going to run over here and see what this says. Fields that have been harvested need to be cultivated. So now we need to cultivate. So we need to attach the weight and the cultivator. So you'll push G. So up here, up in the top left corner, you see that little small picture of the tractor with a piece in front and behind. Whichever one's highlighted, that's what you're going to use. So right now, if I push V, that'll lower the weight. See it going down. Push V again, it'll raise the weight. So we want to lower the cultivator, so we're going to have to push G to go to the next tool. And now we'll move up a little bit, and then we're going to hit V to lower the cultivator. I'm going to zoom out because I prefer to be zoomed out. And we're going to go ahead and run up to this area here. So they want us to hire another helper. So we're going to hire a helper. Now I guess we're going to jump out. Now this field, so all three of these farms are ours. You start with these three farms. So if we go to the map, let's get out of this. Go to the map. This is the area we start with right here, these three farms, 46, 45, and 44. We get the buildings, those are ours as well. And we get all this equipment that was started with. So now we need to seed that. They want us to seed this. And the only thing that we can plant right now is canola. So we're over in the lever, it says select seed, it says wheat. We're going to push Y until it says canola. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to inch our way up here, and we're going to stop right here like this. We're going to unfold. I think we have to unfold it. Yeah, unfold it. So X to unfold. Then V to lower the seeder. And in this we have to turn on, so we're going to push V to turn it on. And we will see what it's going to have us do. I believe it's going to have us hire someone else again, would be my guess once we get to this point. You can continue later if you want, or hire another helper for this job. As you can see, it is important to know what plants can be sown each season. Consult the crop calendar. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hire somebody, and we're going to exit out. then we'll just go over here and we're going to run and see what this is here. As soon as the harvester is full, it wants to put it into the trailer. So let's check 26. So we're going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and hook the trailer up. And we'll open the tarp. So now we can... We're going to go ahead and run up here. We're going to run around. As you, like, this is the other reason I like to zoom out. It makes it a little easier to see where I'm going. Except for the trees. Now, if you drive onto your crop, you will damage it. So we're going to wait for the harvester to spin around and start going up. So when we drive up the left side of the harvester, the pipe should come out and it'll unload what it's harvesting into the trailer all the way till we get to it's either empty or we get to the end. Whoa, let me see here. And you have to be quite a ways away. So let's go ahead and we'll pull up here. You'll see it coming out here. There we go. We'll just run along beside it. Well, because the tutorial came in, it stopped us. So as you see, when it bypasses, if you don't stay underneath it, it will stop. We'll do what we can here. We'll load up what we can. And once it stops, it's going to turn around. Oh, we haven't seated there, so it's no big deal. We're going to go ahead and run around over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait. And you see at the bottom right down here, it shows that we're loaded up with wheat. And this trailer is loaded up to 41%. So we're going to go ahead and pull up right here and stop for a second. This is the map. It'll show you the different crops that are grown. These ones right here, when you hit wheat, it'll turn it off. You'll see those all have wheat on them. Same thing with barley, canola. You switch over here, and I'll tell you our growth rate. So harvested and harvested. And these are growing, and it's growing because it's being seeded right now. And you go one more time to your composition. This will give you your soil composition. As you can see, everything here needs lime. And now if this is being seeded, it needs to be rolled. So we'll lime everything first, then we'll come back and we'll roll it. Let's go over here and let's let it get started. Now the good thing about wheat is the chaff, or whatever you want to call it, on the ground here. We can get a baler. We're going to go buy a baler, and we could bale it into bales of hay. So wheat will turn into hay. Grass is grass unless you use a teeter on it, I think it's called, and you dry it out, and then it will become hay. And if you don't use a teeter on it and you actually wrap it, it'll turn into silage, which you can feed to animals or you can sell. Now we're going to switch over. That's completely empty, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to move it over here. I'm just going to park it right here. Well, first off, this is what we're going to do. I've never done this before, so I'm not exactly sure how to do this. But I believe this will go in here so we can drag it, tow it behind us to other places. Maybe. Looks like it's on. If it's on there, or if it's gonna fall off, or what. So now we're there. We're gonna go ahead and park this right here beside it. There we go. And now we're going to jump out. I'm not sure what the deal is with this. This stopped working, so we're going to get him working again. I'm not sure why he stopped. So what we'll do is we'll get it lined up again. Now you will be charged wages for hiring people to do these. And on these small little plots of land like this, it's almost not worth it, but as starting out. That'll get everything done straight. So now we got wheat. So we're gonna hit escape. We're gonna go right here. This and right here. That'll tell us what sells and where. So we can see here wheat will sell at the Feeding Grain South for $7.97. I think it's a liter. I'm not sure exactly. The grain mill is $8.30. Gold Crest Valley is $9.63, and Johnson's Farmers Market is $8.55. So Gold Crest Valley. So the thing we could do is, so we don't have to drive it all the way over there. Go instead of here, we'll go here where the steering wheel is. We're gonna hit our crate job. We're gonna deliver it. And I don't remember where we're gonna deliver it to be honest with you. We're gonna take it to Gold Crest Valley. We're gonna go to the grain mill because I think you have to have a contract with Gold Crest Valley. Don't remember. So just grain mill. We're going to looping. We're going to start it. Back out. There we go. Now I don't think we have any available tractors as of yet. So there's not much we could do just yet. But if you hit P, this will take you to all your vehicles and your trailers. Your fertilizer and slurry and stuff like that, you can buy it here. There's a starter packs if you want a starter pack. Let's see what hay. So hay you'd buy, it would give you all this if you bought the whole package. Here is things that are on sale. So this right here, it's a silage compactor. On sale. This is, wow. This is a pretty big. This is a pretty big baler on sale. It's half off for $81,000. And then we have a bale loader. So this will load anything from 230 centimeters up to 230 centimeters round, or 488 centimeters square. That's a harvester header. It looks like a slurry tank, I think. Oh no, it just transports liquids. All right, so we're gonna get back. We got charged our fuel cost. So let's see, where are we at on this one? We are going somewhere. Grain mill's way over here. We're here, so he will come back once it's empty. So let's see if anyone else is almost finished. We're almost done here. And it looks like we're going to be on our last pass of the seeding here. So when this is done, we're going to drop our seeder. I think what we're going to do is we're going to buy a baler. A lot of the stuff we're going to lease as of right now, but we're going to go ahead and buy us a cheap yeah, right now we're gonna go and buy this cheap baler. It's only gonna make 120 centimeter bales, but that's bales that we could actually pick up and put into our trailer and go deliver. So we will buy this for $22,000. It's kind of probably should got one of the other balers, but we'll upgrade during time. You could also, if you go here, if you come down to this little icon down here, you can look at contracts. So right now there's harvesting contracts. So field 52 is wheat. 26 is wheat, and 3. So 52. Where's 52 at compared to where we're at? 52 is right here. So we can take that harvesting contract. We have the equipment to do it. So we don't have to borrow any equipment. So we can accept the contract. And then what we'll do, we're supposed to be able to, like I said, I have never pulled this, so I don't know how this goes. There we go. But we can. We just got paid $3,400 for our harvesting of the wheat, and we spent $22,000 on the balers. So let's see how much money we can get off the bales. Good thing about doing these contracts, like on this harvesting, we should have access and be able to bale up what's left over on it and keep that ourselves. So we're gonna drop this here, unhook it. Hopefully there's no cars coming. I didn't even bother to look. Almost the same way I drive. Just kind of pull out there and hope for the best. Did I not? Well, I know I'm in the right way. I connect to it this way. Just gotta line it up properly. There we go. And we're gonna run up here. We're gonna line this up. And this field is a pretty decent sized field. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get it started. And then we'll hire a worker to. Is it not unfolded? Oh, we folded it up. There we go. We got it turned on. This way, and then we're gonna go ahead and hire our workers. Now we gotta see somebody's blocked. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this tractor, and we let me see, what do we do here? So over here we cultivated, so we gotta learn how to drive. So we're gonna go ahead and plant all 3 fields with canola. Or we'll plant this one and the other one with canola and maybe grass. Let's see. Can we plant grass right now? What month are we in? We're in August. We can plant grass. Once you plant grass once, you don't ever have to reseed it. I think canola will probably be the best for us right now. So we're gonna lower. We gotta turn it on. And now it's on. We're gonna hire somebody to seed it for us. And we need to get this guy out of the way. We're gonna run this over here. We have our barn. We're gonna go ahead and back this into. Whoops. Terrible. Didn't never know that I was a truck driver by trade right now. Dump that. And then just so we don't have to drive it over there, we're going to create a job for him. And we're going to move him over here so we can pick up our baler. While that's happening, find out what's going on here. Well, we hired someone to run us into a field, huh? Create a job. No, we want him to go to. And we're gonna run this over to here, maybe? So we can unload. There we go. So now we're gonna turn off the the AI worker, and we'll drive the rest of the way up to pick up the baler. Like I said, if all goes well, we should be able to build this up as well ourselves. Because all they want us to do is harvest it, so all the leftovers we can make the extra money on top of what we'll get for actual doing the contract. Now the downfall to planting all that canola is, I believe that canola won't be able to harvest that canola till next year, next July. So we're going to be doing a lot of contract work, trying to build up our income and buying other farms. So let's hook up our baler. The thing I do like about this game I've seen and I've noticed is they have productions, oil production, canola, sunflower, olive oil, I think it is, and they got other different production companies. You can actually buy those and run the production. You can build dairies and so forth. You don't have to just farm. You can go with animals and other production companies. There's also a mod that you could purchase, and I don't know exactly which mod it is, and at this point in time because I haven't looked into it. But you could purchase a mod where you can actually start up your own gold mine as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna bale up this hay, and then we're gonna probably in the video may do a little bit more, get the rest of it planted, maybe show you how to lease an item. So we bought an item. Let's see, we have to unfold the baler, to lower it, and we have to turn it on. And this is what I like doing from up top to get a clear view of where the baler's at, what it's picking up, just in case I miss something. I zoom out just a little bit. And then what I'll do is I will go and I will skip a line or skip a row and go all the way to the end and then come back, do the rows that I skipped. And why are we not picking that up? Just out of curiosity. Wow. See, it's not picking. Oh, there it is. Oh, because I'm looking. It was a tractor. It wasn't me. That was my mistake. So there's one. So we'll skip one and we'll go to the second one, which will be right here. Not sure why it's making me turn so wide. Okay. There we go. Then the row to our right, we'll skip that one and we'll go to the next one. And then we'll go to that little spotty one at the end, and then we'll work our way back this way. They do have trailers to pick up your bales, but these are small bales. So I believe it'll allow us to pick them up by hand and then put them into our trailer. So we don't have to spend any extra money at this time. Well, I think I'm using the wrong tractor or something, because I'm having all kinds of issues picking this stuff up. Let's see, get this lined up. Usually don't have this much trouble controlling things, but this is, yeah, it's a little different. Alright, so we missed a little bit back there. We missed a little bit over here. Here, I think. So we'll have to keep an eye out for it. We want to try and get it all picked up. See, we just paid $617 out in wages to all the AI workers that we've hired. We're going to spin around. Hopefully, we'll make it. Yeah, there, we'll make this one. And then what we'll do is when we're done with this row, we're going to go all the way over to the end and work our way back this way again. Normally I'll just spin around, but for some reason this isn't, it's not handling properly for me. At the bottom you see where it shows the percentage that were full. Some of the other bellers, the bellers that have wrappers on them, so you can turn your bells into silage. You'll have, when it gets to 100, close to 100%, it'll beep at you. And when it beeps at you, that means it's getting ready to, it won't pick anything up until after it wraps. Now some of them will push the bell out to the wrapper and then go back to 0, and you can continue picking it up while it's wrapping. Others you'll have to wait until it's wrapped and it actually drops the bell depending on which unit you lease or buy. So we're going to have to lease a roller as well, and a fertilizer lime spreader. So we're not going to have the funds to actually buy them. We got to see how full. Are we full? That's 49%. I don't know what the problem is here. Oh, I see what it is. It's getting stuck on its trailer, so we'll have to move that trailer. So let's go ahead and let's head back. We can turn the baler back on, and then here we go. So can we get turned around? Now we're probably going to have to run around and grab our bells and stack them off to the side, since our trader's busy with that other contract, as we don't have a trader to haul them off. So one of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and move this over to here. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this off for a second. We're going to unload the bells that are in here, turn it back on, because there's a couple of spots that we didn't pick up, and as you see, we're only at 43%. So then we'll take this over here to the other field and see if it'll allow us. And I'm not sure that it will. I'm just guessing, since the contract didn't ask us to bale anything, it just wanted us to harvest. I'm guessing and hoping that it's going to let us go ahead and bale that stuff for ourselves. So we'll do this, and we're going to run over here and find out. And I bet you this is being blocked by its stupid, yeah, see? And if you leave it like this, these dumb AI guys, let me get this going down the aisle, and we'll see here. We're going to stop right here. We'll say it. What they'll do is they'll sit here like this, blocked, and you'll still get charged wages for them. So let's see if we can't hook to this. We're just going to drag it, put it over here. So don't want to tear anything up. Now we don't have to worry about that no more. Now come back on over here. I'm only at 70%, so now we'll see. Let me see. We got to turn on the baler. And I think right now, see, right now it's telling us we don't have access. So it's not going to let us right this second. I don't know if that's going to be the same. Okay, we'll park this here for a second. Okay, so canola. So now what we need to do. This is our seeder. We're going to do an inside view, and then you spin around and you look out the back. Maybe I'm hoping this will help us back up a little bit better, maybe. We're going to try and hold on. Fold the seeder. Oops. I don't know what we're hitting on, but we'll drop it right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to connect to cultivate. Whoops, no. We'll try and connect to a cultivator in here. And then we're going to get ready to do this. So let's jump out. Let's see if it'll let us. Let me see. Pick it up. And right now, just drop it. Yep. So this is going to be, it's not going to be the fastest way to do this, but because our trailer is being used right now, it's kind of what we're going to do. Stack everything. I mean, if we were going to keep this to try and turn to silage or feed it to the and we had animals, maybe we'd try and stack it neatly in our barn, but so right now the main goal is just to get it all off the field so we can plant or cultivate and then seed. Here. So when you get a baler, the bigger bales, or even these smaller bales, you can afford it. You can buy a baling trailer, and those will have arms that'll fold down. You drive up, the arm grabs the bale of hay, picks it up, and loads it on the trailer. And you don't have to go through this, but that's for another time when we actually have, funds and money and you've built up your farm a little bit. Now, there are two other modes to play on this. The middle one at the beginning that you've seen is you start with no farm, no equipment, but $1.5 million. And you have to buy a farm. You have to buy all the equipment or lease the equipment and then work it. The economy is also slightly worse than what it is in this one. This is the beginner one, the easy mode, I guess. So you have a slightly better economy. Let's throw that down. You make a little bit more money on what you on your harvest and stuff like that to help you get started, learn the game, get going. Then it has another mode. The other mode is basically a free for all. You start out with debt to the bank, no farm, no equipment, and then only a certain amount of money. So we're going to go ahead and hire someone to do this. So we're full, so we're going to run over here. See how this works out. Hopefully he'll dump it all in us before he takes off, since we're facing the wrong way. Let's watch. So this was 100%. And you could always go, if you have an AI workers, you can go here and it'll tell you your progress on what you're doing. There's 2 more fields to harvest. I think either one of them pays enough to make it worth borrowing their equipment and paying an AI worker. So I unloaded all but 5%, and we're completely full. So they want us to take this to Johnson's Farmers Market. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to create a job, deliver, look for Johnson's Farmers Market. And then we're going to start it. Make sure it takes off. Now when it's an AI worker, it won't damage the crop. What you're going to notice, it won't do no damage to the crop at all. If we would have drove across that, it would have damaged the crop. I'm not sure how he's planning on getting out of this fence. So you're going to let him drive? I didn't think it would. So let's see. I don't think it's going to let us go through that little gate either. We'll run that guy over. We'll see. Now let's get it started again. Create the job. Where's where to go? So what are we doing now? I still think it's not going to give us access. Let's find out. B. Turn it on. Yeah, see, it still says we don't have access to this land. That's so weird. You would think they would let us bail it up. We're going to stay here though, just in case. Once it's completely done, then we'll look at it. We're at 65%. And we can see where we're at. So we know where this is at. So we basically, once this is done, we'll plant canola or grass. So if we look here, if we plant canola now, it cannot be harvested until July at the earliest. Next month we could plant barley, and that can be harvested in June. And in September we can also plant wheat. It can't be harvested until July. So anything in here that's green, these are the months they could be planted, and everything that's orange, that's the months that the plant can be harvested. So if we go down here to grass, as you can see, grass can be planted March through November. It cannot be planted December, January, February, but it can be harvested all 12 months. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put grass in that one field. Probably should put grass in all of them, but that's okay. We're going to go here, what's for sale? Same things are for sale. I want to see something. This automatically picks it up, or if you have to pick it up. I don't know. I've never used this one. But it only hold one bale at a time, it looks like. So yeah, it's gonna load up. That's only gonna load one big gigantic bale. But if we go here, I'll show you. It's down here, bale loaders. There we go. So this is, go in the front, and it'll carry 2 round bales. This one will pick up round bells anywhere from 125 to 180 centimeters. This one right here will pick up 14 square bells at 120 centimeters, which is what we have. This is a trailer. You can load anything on it, but you have to load it. Same thing here. They hold 4.8 tons. They hold the same. And this one right here will hold 3 bells. And it would be the square bells, 180 to 240 cm. It tells you all that information down here. And then this one is square, 180 to 240. And this automatically picks it up as well. So if we had a little more income, we would probably look at buying this and pulling it with our trailer. Because the 120s we can throw in there by hand. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay, so the AI guy is actually selling our wheat, or the other gentleman's wheat. So there's supposed to be a flashing icon somewhere. Oh, way over there, that's the shop. Let's... They're gonna say they're done, but they're not, because as you can see, missed some up here. Turn it on, lower it. So that's the other thing. If you do hire AI helpers, you will have to trim stuff up. If you're a perfectionist on how you straighten you want your lines and stuff, the AIs are going to do a pretty decent job as long as you start them out in a straight line. But they will miss quite a bit of stuff here. As you can see, we're having to cut a bunch of stuff that they missed out on. We'll go up, back this off. I don't think I'll get all of this in one swipe. Maybe, let's see. We did. Okay. So now basically, what we gotta do, we're gonna see if we can load this up. Here, hold on. We're gonna go from the front view and we're gonna scroll back out. See, I usually just drive it with the header on. I don't take the header off. Maybe it's because I have to be on the other side, I guess. Okay, so we're just gonna... We're not gonna mess with that too much. Like I said, I usually don't use header trailer anyways. So let's see where he's almost back. So when he gets back, we can load it up. Take the rest back. It's gonna show us at 93. It's not gonna show us complete until we deliver the rest. So let's see where we're at here. Turn the AI off, but we'll just go ahead. We'll take it ourselves. We're gonna unload. Yeah, that big field right there. We're gonna go ahead and put grass there. We're not gonna put canola in that one either. Let's see here, but we do need to line them both, all three first. So let's pull out here like this. Let's see. We're gonna have to move over to it, extend out the pipe, maybe, and pull forward some. see how we do here. Hopefully the goal is that once we deliver this and we're able to complete the contract, we'll be able to have access to that field to build up the chafings, or I believe that's what they're called. Now I'll take it to create a job, deliver to Johnson's Farmers, start. Now we're going to take this. Remember, whatever you make on this stuff, this is why they give you the header trailer, so you don't hit things and you don't dig up the whole road. But what you make doing this, you lose part of that income, and we'll go over the profit incomes here in a second. Paying these guys. So if the other ones are weak, we're going to go ahead and probably take those because we can use our own. Let's see where we are contract wise. Yeah, so we have to wait. Field 3 and 26, where are those at? There's 26, and I think field 3 is over here, way over there. So that's not going to be worth it. 26 might be worth it. Harvest 26. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive him around. Him out towards the street, and then we'll an AI drive him over there. Let's do this. So we're going to go to 26. So we're going to create a job. We'll do field work. As well, there, point it that way. Hopefully he'll get there and he'll just start harvesting. That would be ideal. So now this is cultivated. We're going to go drop our cultivator off, and we're going to grab our seeder. And we're not going to put these in there. Drop it beside, whoops, no, turn. Back here beside the barn. So it's still out of the way. So we can get in here and get this. Spend another $500 in wages. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go here. And this one, because the grass, you only have to plant grass once. And grass, you can turn grass into hay. We're going to put this onto grass. So you can turn grass into hay or silage, either one. Lower, turn it on, and then we're going to hire someone to do that, just so we can. All right, so now he's making the delivery. So now when you finish your contract, it says completed 52, hit spacebar, and we'll collect the 2,000. Now look at all these other ones. Wow, fertilizer, 12,000. It's a big field though, 16 acres. We're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna stop him, because we're gonna run him over to 26. Oh, no, we're not. Gonna bring him back to us right here. Okay. Not sure what that was about. Let's see. Let's get out of this. We are empty. We're gonna create a job, and we'll bring him right there. That's unreachable. I'm not exactly sure how the job is unreachable, but let's do this. I know that's reachable because that's right in the middle of the road. Not sure why he stopped going either. Oh, wow. So once, I guess you can't. Once you harvest it, everything disappears and it won't let you bale it up. That's not good. I was seriously thinking that it would allow you to do that, so otherwise I would have just leased the baler instead of buying it. So what we're gonna do, we need to stay off our field so we don't tear it up. We're going to drop the baler right there. Why is he sitting out in the street? I don't understand. Did he not finish grassing? Let's see here. I don't think he did. I think we messed him up. So we'll start it over again. Get this lined up. Get it lined up. Oops. I like to try and get lined up all the way out here on the outer edge. Even if we go over just a little bit. Now we have him seeding it. We do have. What's going on here? Where are we at? It's right there. Create the job. Go to right there. Okay, so now we have the extra. Well, who's blocked by an object? That's an AI driver for you. Okay, so let's try this again. That's it. I was beginning to say. We know these three fields need lime, so we're going to go rent or lease a fertilizer lime spreader, and we'll lime them. Then we'll go back and get fertilizer, fertilize them, and then we'll return that, and then we'll lease a roller, and we'll roll them. And if well, all right, I'll be there in a second. Let me finish this last bit up. Hello, everybody. We'll finish up the last this tutorial right here. This is a shop. I want you to go over the shop. So let's see what it says here. So you can sell your vehicles and tools and buy new equipment. So there's that. So we're gonna push P, and what we're gonna do, find the fertilizer spreader, and one that'll do lime and fertilizer. Like this one will just do fertilizer. We're gonna do this. We're not gonna buy it though. We're gonna lease it. 45,000 to buy it. We spend 2,000 to lease. So we're gonna go ahead and lease it. And then, well, hold on. It'll hold 9 to 14 thousand liters. So I'm gonna do solid fertilizer. It's 1,000 liters each for every 2,000. So 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go ahead and buy 6. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take that contract for 12,000 to fertilize the other field as well. So let's see here. Do this. We are going to see how much they would charge us. Well, if we ever learn how to drive. So we're going to fill it. I'll do it this way. I'll do it this way. Right here like this. So we'll fill it. So we just spent, so we can look here. So run down here, fertilizer cost $15,000 in fertilizer. So we're gonna go ahead and accept that one. Spraying, harvesting, what is this? Canola, accept that one too, I guess. Use all the equipment on it. Right, and just fill all this up. So this is fertilizer. I guess we should have went lime first. I guess it don't matter. So we're gonna do this. Hold on. Where is this guy? What field is that we just harvested? 26, right? 6 is there. So we're gonna take this guy over to 26. I took him to the wrong place. Go to 26. Start. Now we're gonna get our guy out of the middle of the road. Let's go harvest. All right, let's go fertilize. We'll go ahead and show you how to fertilize this first field that we're gonna call it a night for our first video. Remember, after we fertilize the fields, then we're gonna do the same. We're gonna take the same process. If there's any fertilizer left over, we'll go over by one of our buildings, and we'll unload it and I'll put it back in those little pallets. And then we'll have to go by line, do the exact same thing as it's the exact same process as fertilization. So this is what we're going to do. And because we're going to do both fields, I'm just going to run from one field to another. Usually you get line up straight. We'll just push B, see it's coming out the end. And I try and line up so I can see it. And you can see how far out it goes. So well, we'll just do it this way. So I don't know where he's at. You can see how it changes colors. So then we can see if we miss anything. We can go back and hit it with some fertilization. Let's go ahead and see what we missed. Yeah, see we missed a whole section there. So we're going to go ahead and head back over this way. We're going to go ahead and turn this on so we can make sure we get that. And there was a spot right up here where we missed, and that's this type of fertilization. You usually have to go over field twice for it to be completely fertilized, and I'll show you in the map here before we call it. But we're gonna go ahead and hit this one. Like I said, as you can see it changing colors. And as I get to the end here, so we don't waste too much. Now, if you hire an AI, you could fill it. We bought all this fertilizer, and it's in here. Now, if you hire an AI, it won't use this fertilizer. What it'll do is it'll sell you fertilizer at a higher rate than what you paid for it, and it'll start taking it out of your account. So whenever you fertilize, if you bought the fertilizer, you want to just go ahead and manually fertilize like we're doing now. All of that. Do this. Okay. We're going to switch this over to this guy. So if we go here and we go back up to the field here, we go to ours. So if we get rid of the needs rolling and it needs lime, we can see how that's light blue. So that's the very first fertilization. And now this one is brown, so it still needs to be fertilized. Well, we're gonna call it there. Thank you again for visiting the channel. If you would, please like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know how your farming's going in the farm simulator. Have a good night.